Ah, Oklahoma. Beauty, sunshine, and lots of wide open spaces. Most of America doesn't know about how truly special this Sooner State really is. While lots of places in Oklahoma are truly fabulous, there's also cities in the Sooner State that outright suck. The worst parts of Oklahoma. You know them when you see them. They're the parts of Oklahoma where you don't want to go, if you can help it. The goal today is to highlight the cities in Oklahoma that are the worst of them all. How do we do it? We measure the things most bad cities have. You know, where people are broke, where lots of people don't have a job, and where crime and drug use is sky high. We even measure the public school education levels. Let's get started.
Shall we begin?
Our first stop on our unfavorable journey through Oklahoma starts in Ardmore, on our way out of the state on I-35. Ardmore is the most dangerous place in the state when you consider the number of crimes that happen here per capita. You have a 1 in 15 chance of being the victim of a property crime in Ardmore if you lived here for a year. So it sounds like if you don't lock something up at night here, it'll be gone by morning. Additionally, violent crime is tops in the state too. Sure, lots of assaults in Ardmore are bar fights and such, but a crime is a crime. About 20 minutes northwest of Tulsa is the itty-bitty city of Skiatook. Yeah, the lake nearby is sure pretty, but the town itself is kind of crummy. Here, crime is the third worst of any Oklahoma city, the unemployment rate's the 14th highest, and the schools are some of the most crowded in the state. But it can't be that bad here. After all, someone's selling these attractive I Love Skiatook t-shirts online for $43.99! Holy guacamole! Way up in the top part of the state along I-44 is the city of Miami, Oklahoma. In Miami, everything is below the state average, and this is at best a stagnant city. Schools, home values, and income levels are all in the bottom 20, and crime is in the top 20 for all Oklahoma cities. Plus, for a decent job, you'd have to schlep all the way to Tulsa or drive back and forth to Joplin, Missouri every day for work. Yuck. What's positive about Miami? Well, the famous Route 66 passes right through town, where you can stop along the last remaining Cuckoo restaurant to get your burger kicks. So that's fabulous! Continuing our worst tour of Oklahoma, we come to Bristow, right along I-44, halfway between Broken Bow and OKC. Sure, it's full of golly gee gosh darn nice people, but when you consider income levels mean just about everyone is struggling to make ends meet, home prices are the 5th lowest in the state, and crime is the 12th worst in Oklahoma, there are certainly far better places to make your home. What's good about Bristow? Well, they make more money than the people in Holdenville, so they can brag about that if they want to. If you took your beat-up car south from Bristow along Route 16, before your car overheated, you come to Okmulgee, and you'd be bored. The small city of Okmulgee is getting smaller all the time. One reason? Jobs. This city has the worst unemployment rate in the state at more than 7%. That's one big reason why lots of people are broke and why homes are some of the cheapest in the state. Today is a far cry from when at one point Okmulgee was one of the richest cities in the state, filled with millionaires from the old oil days.
It's a gusher!
We tried hard to find something fun to do in Okmulgee, but outside of hiking in the nearby woods, the upcoming events calendar was blank for a long, long time. Hey yo! This video is brought to you in part by Clippers on Martin Luther King Boulevard in Oklahoma City. Come on and get your hair done. They do it tight and right. That's Clippers on MLK. G. We built this city. We built this city and now it sucks. Welcome to Muskogee, Oklahoma, the 5th worst place to live in the state. What makes Muskogee such a lousy place to live? The schools are bad. Funding levels and the number of students per classroom puts Muskogee districts in the bottom 15% in the state. In addition, the average Muskogee resident earns in the low 30s annually, which means lots of residents struggle to make ends meet every month. Basically, Muskogee's run down and has a huge crime problem. The good news? Based on the number of meth labs in the Muskogee area, it sounds like you could make some extra money on the weekends. Just make sure to make some for your friends in Durant and Ada. They're always ready to buy. Way down practically in Texas is the itty-bitty city of Idaho. Here, about 1 in 3 people lives in poverty, including nearly half the kids. In addition, more than 7% of the population is out of work too. In fact, lots of places in southeast Oklahoma are pretty poor, so you really can't count on commuting to a decent job either, unless you want to cut down pine trees all day.
Sunshine on my shoulders makes me happy.
Not here. Idaho actually has one of the least number of sunny days in the state too. Where's the 3rd worst place to live in Oklahoma? The people in Broken Bow might not be too happy to hear it, but it's you. While most Oklahomans might know Broken Bow as a scenic place, people in McCurtain County know it for what it really is. Broken. Broken Bow has the 6th highest unemployment rate, the 3rd lowest income levels, and the 7th highest crime rate in the entire state. Ouch. On the bright side, we have to mention that Broken Bow has its very own Redbox rental machine, where you can check out all the latest movies. Another city in southwestern Oklahoma, Heavener, isn't necessarily a place most people would want to call home either. Why? Well, if you're not in the poultry industry or work for the railway, then you're out of luck. It's a very poor place with little opportunity and bad schools. Plus, there's absolutely nothing to do for fun, unless you like pawn shops, dollar stores, skateboarding, or getting drunk. And where's the worst place to live in Oklahoma? That would be Seminole, hands down. Located about an hour east of OKC, Seminole is in the bottom 10 for income levels, in the top 10 for jobless rates, and has the 6th worst crime in the entire state. On the bright side, Seminole High School has 4 Oklahoma State football championships. Go Chieftains! If you don't live in Seminole or any of the other Oklahoma cities we mentioned, you don't have it too badly. Congratulations.